Hi everyone, this is Heng. Today I'm going to continue doing a review of the top rated Target foundation. This one I'm going to use is called L'Oreal 24-hour up to 24-hour fresh wear infallible. It's a very famous foundation on the internet. So before I put on this foundation, I put on a layer of 0 VPM lotion and a layer of sunscreen called a Kiehl's SPF 50. So after I let the sunscreen set for 5 minutes, I use a sponge to put on this L'Oreal Infallible foundation. When I pump this out, this foundation feels very, very thin. When I use the sponge to put it all over my face, I was pretty worried because this is such a thin texture, feels like a layer of a very hydrating lotion would cover all the spots I want to cover, but it turned out really, really good. Although it's very thin, I didn't use extra, I just pump whatever is enough to cover my face, and then I use a sponge to run all over my face. It feels very, very nice, feels very moisturizing, very hydrating. Doesn't feel like I have a thick paint over my face. It's I like it so far, and also it has a very refreshing scent. Smells very, very good. So I will be back in several hours to tell you how I feel after my day. Hi, here I am 8 hours later. I went to the lab, worked for 7 hours, and then I came home, did a water gun fight with my son. So now it's a good chance to test if my makeup is waterproof or not. So we can see here, because I blow my nose, so this part is kind of showing, but all the other parts are staying pretty well. So if I rub it with finger, there are some like powder on my finger, but I think this one stays really, really well on my face. I have to admit I like this one better than the Milani foundation I tested yesterday, because this one, when I'm wearing it, my skin feels very breathable. Like I feel like my skin can breathe through this foundation. It's not very overwhelming, and also I like how it make my skin look like it's a real matte finish. I would say if I gave Milani foundation 90 points, I would give this one 95. Because the only complaint I have about this is it does sit a little bit in the fine line under my eyes. That's my only complaint. Everything else is so perfect. And I have dry skin during the whole day. I don't feel dry around my eyes. And it didn't make my makeup go very, very blurry. So I like it. This is a very decent drugstore foundation.